Hello, my name is Evie. And I'm Max.
And I'm George Clarke, and welcome to the Useless Hotline. TikTok wasn't working out for us, so we decided to set up our own little bit.
Yes, we did. And the Useless Hotline is a place where we get... Oh my god, I forgot the intro. What is the intro?
Where we help you with your queries.
How the hell did I forget that? And the Useless Hotline is a place where we help you with your queries, no matter how weird, disgusting, or doggy they are.
You're awful at trying to just weave things in.
Oh, thanks.
I feel like your pun ability is
Hey,
true to floor.
you might...
But it won't always just be us. Some weeks we'll be around with special guests. This week we're joined by Evie. Say hello, Evie.
Evie, go on, speak. Evie. Yeah, my dog is currently on my lap for our audio listeners. Don't let him say that to you. Go on. Go on. Sort him out.
She looks like she's angling up for it with a bark.
She doesn't say anything. She's still not
Well, you could have told me that before I did that.
I thought she might do that. She's still not barked. We've not heard her bark once. She's 6 months old. How strange is that?
Let's get her to bark on the pod.
Right,
That'll
bark
be
test.
the whole hour and a half today is going to be us just trying to get a dog to bark.
Right, Evie, is it okay if I just put you on the table? Because this is kind of an inconvenience for me. I've got a job to do. Evie, sit. Sit. Oh, she's scared. Do you want to come down? Do you want to come down, Evie?
Evie.
Oh, postman. Evie.
Evie is a postman.
Evie, there's a postman on his phone. What are you going to do?
Oh, I just want to deliver some mail. Let me just deliver some mail over here.
Oh my god, Evie, are you going to take that? Are you going to let him do that? Right, anyway, how are you, George?
I'm so well. I'm so tired.
Oh, I can imagine. What time do you finish filming a live show?
Well, don't know. But we finished everything because you do the results show straight afterwards.
Yeah. And how long is the
Which is
result
obviously
show?
false. It's recorded on Sunday. Everybody knows this.
yeah,
Everyone
everyone
knows
knows
it's
that.
recorded on Saturday.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's I think sort of leave at like 12.
At 12, and what?
Maybe.
And then it starts at 6.
Yeah, but also we're
You
in.
have to get there
I sort of left mine at 8:10.
in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're just there all day, and
Oh,
it's so full on, especially when they're getting you in whatever the hell I was wearing.
best thing I've ever seen.
They-
Genuinely.
Fake tattoo up that arm, fake tattoo up that arm, glittered them all. At one point, fake tattoo across the chest, got that glittered.
Was there even any of that out?
The production then went, let's take the one on the chest off. So I was in that chair for probably 2.5 hours just getting stuff done. And the tattoos that were there, you couldn't even see because they had a shirt that covered them up.
Oh. Is there any remains?
I've been picking them off in the shower as much as I can. I came in after the show and there was 2 people on each arm, well, there was one person on each arm, and then somebody trying to undo my hair because I had a wig on. So they tangled it up and sort of pulled it back, and my head was so it felt like my scalp actually feels bruised in this one specific spot.
And that was a really small wig. Like, imagine people who have, like Alexis, for example, imagine what her head feels like after a standard day of dancing where, like, it's completely, all the hair's pulled back, you've got a giant headpiece on. Imagine how much that hurts.
She was dressed like Jojo Siwa.
She was.
It was kind of crazy. She did the sort of little move that Jojo does, and I was like, that actually is just like insane. That looks exactly like Jojo Siwa right now. But yeah, it was a long old day.
Yeah.
But it's okay because the night before I had loads of sleep.
Oh, did you?
No.
Oh.
I was Friday is where you do like the blocking and stuff, and you get your fittings done. You go on do your.
I've always heard
run-throughs.
people say blocking, and I've been in shoots where they've told me we're just going to do some blocking, and I've always felt like I can't ask what that is because I still don't know, even though I've done it. So what does it mean?
Minecraft for a day.
Oh, okay.
No, it's where you're basically, we were doing our run-throughs, but the cameras were sort of figuring out where we'd be in each bit of the routine so they could all sort of block through on their little things, because on next to each camera they've got like a little iPad that says like when it will be on their camera, and they've also got like a little description of where their camera's going to be for that moment. Yeah. So it's all of them syncing up, because obviously it's live.
That must be so difficult. Oh my God, I could not be. Do you know there's certain things in the world where I'm like, I'm so glad I don't have to do that. Like architecture, or like organizing. Oh, right now we're going to turn to this one, or like science and shit. Like, I don't want to do
like
that.
Everything is, but you've covered a lot of bases there.
Yeah.
But yeah, they also do like lighting and sort of everything.
Oh my God,
that.
there's so many layers. Oh, who can be bothered? Good.
So
well done, production company. Sorry.
This is a paid advertisement by BetterHelp. October 10th is World Mental Health Day, and this year BetterHelp are shining the spotlight on therapists, people who literally make the world a better place. Even if you've not done therapy, don't rule it out. Speaking to someone impartial can really help you navigate situations that are really troubling you in the moment. The right therapist can change everything, and BetterHelp has 12 plus years of experience of matching people to the right one. A short questionnaire will identify your needs, and if it's not a good fit, you can just switch up and go and choose a different one. It's simple. BetterHelp therapists follow a strict code of conduct and are all fully qualified in the UK. That's United Kingdom, for those who don't know. With over 30,000 therapists worldwide, it's the largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people. That's more than 4 million. That's impressive. And unlike me and Max, it works too, with live sessions averaging a 4.9 out of 5 from 1.7 million different reviews. What? This World Mental Health Day, we're celebrating the therapists who've helped millions take a step forward. If you're ready to find the therapist for you, BetterHelp can help start that journey. And our listeners can get 10% off their first month with BetterHelp using this QR code that'll be somewhere on this screen. Is it there? I don't know. Is it on my actual face? Maybe. I know one thing for certain. It's definitely there. Or if you prefer ignoring QR codes, you can go to betterhelp.com/TUH. That's betterhelp.com/TUH. See you there. I'm not a therapist. Do you want me to basically explain why?
Go on.
So I'll talk you through my week and explain why this week was a particularly like mental one. Mm-hmm. So it was couple's choice this week. So obviously.
Yeah. So go on. What does that mean?
It means you're not doing a ballroom or Latin style. You're doing contemporary or street hip hop or jazz or musical theatre dance.
So anything basically.
Or anything that's not ballroom or Latin.
So this is freestyle week.
Yeah, the Americans on Dancing with the Stars call it freestyle.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Look at me.
But this is couple's choice, and I think usually it's. So for example, last night on what would have been last night as I'm recording this tonight, they Jimmy and Ellie are both doing a couple's choice next week, and Ellie's is a song that's like close to her heart. So I think that's what couple's choice meant to be. I think the first 3 weeks the songs are like predetermined, so I got given Soda Pop for mine.
Shocking that you didn't pick that. I mean,
I think it was very obvious from my reaction that I didn't pick that.
I saw the performance, and not only did I assume that you chose the song, I actually assumed that you choreographed it. What's the word?
Choreographed.
That's the one. I assumed that you did that as well, as the costumes, and so I'm shocked. That's shocking to hear.
It's not choreographed. So
choreographed.
Yeah, well, it's not choreographed by the pro when it's a couple's choice, a Charleston, a salsa, or a Argentine tango, because I think a salsa, a Charleston, Argentine tango aren't considered ballroom or Latin.
Right, I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, so they get a specialist sort of choreographer in to do it. Alexis actually was. Stevie, I'm in the middle of a story here.
Right.
Alexis actually did.
Right, can we take that offer? Quite annoying.
Alexis actually originally sort of started in contemporary sort of hip hop sort of style dancing, and then moved into ballroom Latin. So I think it was fairly easy for her to just sort of go back into it. But obviously for a lot of pros, it's just not something they've done before. So we had a lovely guy and a girl called Tommy and Jess, who are both just insane at street dance.
The cat and the mouse.
Tom and Jerry.
Is that what
Tommy and Jess? I mean, I guess
Feel Old Yet?
I guess it's
Feel Old Yet. Remember Tom and Jerry? This is them now. Feel Old Yet?
Right, yeah, no, that's a rather tenuous link. But yeah, so they choreographed our routine, choreographed our routine, and then sort of dressed up in all sorts of crazy.
So
wacky
was
outfits.
what you wore, because you posted a clip of you in a very obvious wig, and then it kind of transitioned to a more everyday purple hair look. Number one, why? And number two, was that your real hair?
So they had a bright blue wig, a green wig, and a purple wig. And I think they were like, we want you to go with a bright blue. I said, look, I do whatever, because I'm with the outfit I've got on a beanie
it's
on
not
top.
making much of a difference.
It's a fart and a hurricane.
Yeah.
So sure, put the blue wig on. And then afterwards, I think Alexis was like, because we did the full rehearsal run through of the show, and I think Alexis was like, yeah, to production, like, should we dial it back a bit, because it doesn't really make sense, because our outfits made sense together. Obviously she was Rumi, I was just an amalgamation of different Sadger boys, but the only one that's got different coloured hair is, I can't remember his name.
I don't know his name either, but I know which one you're on about.
Yeah, he's got like pink hair.
Yes. So it didn't make sense, basically.
So going blue hair made no sense, because there's no one with blue hair. So they were just like, yeah, I'll just give you like purple hair. And
so was it your real hair?
It wasn't my real hair, no.
It really looked like they just straightened your hair and spray painted it.
I know, but it looks so strange, because everyone's like, you look like you've aged 20 years. It's because all my actual hair is like pulled back as far as it can go, and then they've like rested the fake hairline like further. It's just like up and out. It looks so strange. They've just like increased my forehead size by like 30%. But yeah, it was such a nice outfit. I loved it.
I honestly loved it. Like, I'm so sad that you don't get to keep the outfits afterwards, because I want it for myself, naturally.
Of course.
And I loved the performance. I understand it not exactly like up your street, not something that I feel you would necessarily choose to do ever in any circumstance. But it was so fun to watch, and I feel like it's a good do you know what I mean? Like, you kind of want to do something like that early in the competition. If it was like 7 weeks in and you were doing that, then I'd be a bit worried, because it's like stakes are high.
I'm glad it's out of the way.
Yes, exactly.
I'll say that. I'm glad I don't have to touch K-pop Demon Hunters again. I hope.
I hope not.
But yeah, it was fun. It's just so funny to look at what everybody else was doing, apart from, I guess, Ross and Yavisa. And just think, like, how the hell are these people on the same week? Chris Robshaw looking majestic as fuck as Thor.
Some people looked incredible.
He looked like Thor.
He looked so good.
And looked insane.
Yeah.
Jimmy, literally James Bond.
100%.
Lewis, dressed as Zorro, doing a sexy paso doble.
Yeah. Most of them looked like outfits that they could be wearing in a normal week.
Literally, and then other people... this is another topic of conversation, actually, that I'm going to have no say on, because obviously I love Strictly. I do, actually. That made it sound like I don't. I do. It's very good fun. But there's been a lot of talk online about the crossover between movie and musicals week, because I think basically half, which is, I get is difficult, because you need a movie with the song that's tied to it to make it.
Yeah.
But I mean, Thor: Love and Thunder was the Sweet Child of Mine, which is what they dance to, but that's not a musical, is it? So that makes, I guess, you take songs that are memorable. For Breakfast Club, what's the...
Oh, yeah.
Don't you
forget about me.
Exactly. But there's been a lot of crossover, I think, between musical and film week, which it's been rubbing people up the wrong way.
Oh, people up in arms about it, are they? Well, guess what?
Exactly.
Get a fucking life, bruv.
So yeah, that's movies week for you folks. Didn't get to see Stefan and Diane, who were going to be
Sick.
Stefan was going to be Lord Farquaad.
No way. And what was she going to be? Fiona?
Maybe Fiona.
That is iconic.
Fiona.
That is iconic.
I think it was the song that was at the wedding.
Oh my God, I wish that happened. That's so sad.
But she would have been through it, because I think 3 years ago she was Marge for the Simpsons movie.
Oh really? Well, I did.
So it was like full yellow.
When I was searching like ahead of it, I was searching like just into TikTok, like things about like movie week strictly, just to see like what the vibe is. And there were just loads of TikTok of Diane looking crazy. Like there was one of her, I think she was Miss Piggy. one of where she was like, I can't remember. She just looked like crazy.
Better hope she was
time.
after saying that.
No, she was in a she was in an outfit. It was just like
Max,
an everyday TikTok.
That was just an everyday week. What the fuck?
She actually posted it a few weeks ago. Yeah. But no, it looked so much fun, and I cannot fathom that this straight man sat opposite me has met Cynthia Erivo before me.
She's
like that
so
is
lovely.
She's also apparently she's like 4 foot tall.
I don't know. She was sat down. Well, I think she was sat down. Maybe she was stood up.
People who have met her say that like she's so intriguing to look at because obviously like in a way of like, do you know when someone has so much individualism? Am I just making up words? When someone's so when someone has so much individuality, like her nails are like the size of her hands, and she's so small. She's obviously got no hair. She's so like creative. All of her outfits are so like avant-garde every single time that she wears it, and she's so talented. She's like one of those people that you look at and then you're like, oh, of course you're like special, like you're famous.
She looks like $1 million.
Yes, yeah, like there's something special about that woman.
She really like sort of we'd walk in. So this was on the day we walked in for our like rehearsal run, our band run. So that's the first time you hear the song with the band. Which, by the way, I see they get stick. It's a tough job recreating every song under the sun.
Soda pop must be so hard.
Imagine learning soda pop and trying to sort of do that justice, and then like the next thing is like a foxtrot, like a really it's insane sort of workload they got on. But I think what was I saying?
You did a run through with the band.
Oh yeah, we did a run through with the band, and that was when Cynthia was there. So we sort of walked in, sort of said hello to her. I was like, hello, lovely to meet you. She sort of put her hands out like this, and I just put mine in hers, and I was like, hello, Cynthia. But she was just lovely. We did like one run through, and then she gave us like a little bit of advice after that, and we did another. She basically said to me, just embrace it. She was like, I could tell you know the moves. I can tell, like, you've got that down. You just need to just fully enjoy it. Just like go for it in much sort of more creative and like it seemed like she was imparting more wisdom than just go for it. It was very, and so sort of did that. She was like, that's what I want, but I want more. I could tell you were halfway there. On the night I want more, which is. Did you see she said she was proud of me?
Yeah, I did. I literally was like, wow, that is amazing. And I get what she means. She meant like, this is obviously cringe as fuck.
Yeah.
But don't show it on your face. It's like what she was trying to deliver in like a nice, like eloquent way, which makes sense. But there are just like, and I get, and the judges' feedback was kind of similar. Like at the beginning, we could see you like wearing it, like or like showing that you know you're kind of outside of your comfort zone, and then you really went for it. And I was like, guys, look at him. Like this is crazy. Like some of the comments were like, oh, you can tell that he didn't like completely give himself to the performance. I'm like, first of all, he looked fucking crazy. Like you looked fucking crazy. You did everything with a smile on your face. If there was a tiny glint of like, this is fucking crazy, it's because it was crazy. So why is that so? And this is like, oh yeah, whatever. I probably just defended you too much.
I like all of the judges' comments. I like fully understand. Like Craig's whole bit. I get like. K-pop is very. It's. I mean, you watch like obviously it's a different style, but like the thing that you saw when you were like watching like Diversity on Britain's Got Talent, you're like, oh, they literally look. They're all moving on the same sort of keypad. Like what is going on right now?
Yeah. And K-pop
like
is so.
You do have to be very much like that, and to do that in a week. And by the way, a week where we did a total of. Bear in mind, you get about 8 hours a day, like that you're allowed to do. I think. We did. I'm going to try and tally up in my head. I'd say we did about 19, 20 sort of hours of training.
A day?
No, in total. And you get 8 hours a day.
Oh, so you did less.
So because of the VT filming, we had to. So obviously we went to Bristol.
Yeah.
So our training time the first day got cut short for that, so we had to go. Then we filmed the VT there.
Yeah.
Got back to my parents' house. Pretty much went straight to sleep. Woke up. Went to a bar to do the to camera interview, which was sat there for like 2 hours just sort of speaking to a camera. Then went to train in a studio in Bristol, which, by the way, Tuesday is the worst day because Monday you just get thrown a lot of information. Tuesday is when you're trying to sort of make that make sense in your brain and actually do it, and especially to a hip hop song. You do like a waltz wrong or something, and you're just, you can see it's gone wrong, but it's not like, it's like, oh, it's just sort of, you do a hip hop wrong and you just look like an absolute idiot.
Yeah.
So we were in this this dance studio, lovely dance studio in Bristol. Everybody seemed lovely. The people that there seemed absolutely crazy, absolutely lovely. But so like no ill on them. They were lovely people. But in terms of it being a Tuesday and how that goes down, the fact we were in a dance school and there were people who attend that between the ages of like 16 and 20. We sort of walk in, they immediately go like, oh my God, it's them. I sort of look through to the window. There's like 30 kids that are all like sort of looking around. Yeah. And then we go into our studio. They were very lovely. It was a very nice space.
You hate them?
No, but for what we needed, it was not ideal.
Yeah, well, I imagine at that point you need to lock in.
It wasn't as in it was a studio and they could see through the door. It was a big floor and curtains around it. And the curtains weren't just like one long curtain, it was loads of them pulled together. So every sort of 20 seconds you see eyes coming through or like and it's like, that's hard to then get involved in.
Of course, especially like you said, after you've got given the dance, the role, whatever on the Monday, Tuesday is probably where you really start to actually learn it. Yeah. So to be distracted on a day like that must be quite daunting.
Obviously I'm like, it is also like, just get over it and just like dance. But also it's quite hard to get into that mode when you're like, this is a very different dance to something that anyone's actually done so far. Yeah. It's to a song that is a bit wild, and it's like, okay, this is like all a different thing. Then Wednesday we had It Takes Two in the evening, so we didn't have like a full session there. And then Thursday we had. When did you bloody
learn how to do this dance?
Thursday in the middle we had like VT, you know, the smoke coming out, and when we were sort of doing the slow mo stuff in the VT, that was what we filmed on the Thursday. So it was very sort of like bits and bobs all over the place. So it was stressful. Then after Thursday's training, went straight from we did like sort of, I think it was like 10 to 6, but there's like an hour and a half, 2 hour period in the middle where we did the VT. Went straight from training home, packed for 6 hours, fell asleep at about 1:45 or something, got up at 6:45 to go to the stuff on Friday, left that at 2:30 p.m, went straight to do removal stuff for our house, was packing in and out of the removal van and sort of waiting for all that.
You moved house this week?
Moved house, got the second load of stuff off the truck and moved it all into the house by 12:45, that was in the morning. So then from there I was like, right, I now need to just get some sleep because my car's picking me up at 10 past 8. I've had not a lot of sleep last night. I've been dancing all day to a very tiring dance, and I've been carrying boxes all over the place. I am shattered, not really eaten because of it. But I'm like, right, I need to just find my duvet and pillows. I found every single bag of mine apart from my duvet and pillows. So I found 2 pillows that I'd use to just like cushion like a monitor or like PlayStation or something. And then my duvet covers, put them on. It's the coldest night that I've had in a while. Oh my God. So I'm just like freezing in this ball in like duvet covers. Jesus Christ. Wake up and then I'm dead right now. I have no idea how I'm going to get through this day. Get there, we do that whole thing, sort of sit down for like 3 hours, getting tattoos done up, taken off. Oh my God. Hair pinned back, had the blue wig on there to take that off. Just insane.
George, not
and then that runs through. We get to, bear in mind, I got the wig on at like 2, didn't get it off until 12 after like 11:30 after the show show had finished. Even though we were in the second group to get out, you can't then just take your stuff off. You have to wait till you're done. And it was just so I slept so well last night.
George, not gonna lie, I would have pretended to be ill. I would have said, listen, I know Steve and Diane are taking one off this week, but we've got to make that. Stefan. That's what I meant to say.
Stephen Dyer.
I know that they're, off this week, but we had to add another to that list. Because do you not remember when we were on tour and I had one night of mildly restless sleep because we were sleeping? I was sleeping in a double bed on a tour bus and I shit in a bag and cried. No chance I would be able to do that. No chance. I literally woke up, shit in a bag whilst crying, vomited as well. And that was just from one night of mildly interrupted sleep. Not for me. Yeah. Good on you though, George. Well done.
That's why I'm looking forward to next week, because I'm like, right, back to sort of dances that will sort of help throughout the competition.
I was going to say, I imagine that you pick up skills in every one of those that are applicable to the next, and you build that skill more and more. Whereas this one's kind of like, right, we're starting from ground zero because you'll never use this again. You've never used this so far, but let's do it for 1 week and let's make it fun. I imagine that's quite frustrating.
A bit of a wild week, so I'm looking forward to get into it. And it was revealed on the results show, it's a tango to Viva La Vida by Coldplay.
Oh, love a bit of Coldplay.
Oh,
that's so exciting.
So I'm more than ready to get in, just train. I've moved. That's a weight off my back. Like, it's just going to be normal VT filming. It's just going to be it's going to be bliss.
Oh, thank God. Well, you deserve it, kid.
It's going to be so funny to go into a week of like 8 hours a day of training and be like, this is so nice that it's just this.
So who was in the bottom two this week then?
It was Ross and Jovita and Julian and Balvinda.
Oh, really? Oh, they both seem so lovely.
That's the problem, is everybody is just so lovely, and like we get on with everybody so well. And like it's such a short period of time between watching 14 of us, but watching all 13 of the other acts, and sort of, it's such a nice atmosphere up there. Everyone's just like, well done. Everyone's so uplifting, and it's just, that's what I like about the show. It's just so sort of positive. And then we go backstage, have like a bit of pizza, and then go to the results show, and it's immediately, right, now someone's going home.
Anxiety, stress.
And it's so scary, and it's such a short period of time between it that it's just like,
it's a shame. Yeah.
Oh God,
I guess in TV world of like people watching it, they have a full day to like, acknowledge the funness of the show. It wasn't strictly so much fun last night. I wonder what's going to happen. But on your like mental state, I imagine that's quite difficult to go from, right, we're doing this, oh my gosh, we did well, oh, the judges, whatever, that was good, and then, oh shit, okay, right, now, oh God, someone's gonna go and it's really horrible, and I imagine that's quite difficult.
It's very sort of nerve-wracking, and I think I would hate to be in a dance-off.
Oh yeah,
that would really shit me up.
So do you practice a dance-off dance every week? Is it a different one every week?
The dance-off is the same dance, which is why I was like, of all the weeks, obviously I don't want to be in a dance-off and go home. I was like, especially this one. I really hope people vote, because if I have to do a dance-off to Soda Pop and then like dance to it twice in the night and then maybe go home, and the last thing the British public see of me is me in this fuck-ass wig, like it's gonna
this
be
fuck-ass bob.
Wild.
That is crazy. I didn't know that they do it to the one
so
that
Ross
you
and
just
Jovita's dance-off song was Thunderbirds.
Oh God.
And it's so strange, which is why last week when it was Chris and Nadia did a waltz, and then that was up against Tom and Amy's salsa to Bonkers. It's just, it literally is bonkers, because it's such a stupid show, but it's just like so funny.
I think what people watching sometimes forget is when you are in a show like that, everything feels a lot more intense and real than it does to the viewers, because it's meant to look effortless. Like you even just said about the level of production that goes into it. Imagine how stressful that is for a team of people to be like, right now we're on camera, this, blah, blah, blah. Oh God. And if something goes wrong, it's like, oh, but everything is done to such an excellent level to where the viewer just enjoys it and takes it in. Whereas like you said, you would never know from watching last night's episode that you would done all of that in a week, that you'd been through even the little things of like, you know, people looking through the curtains, and then you move in house, and then Jesus Christ, you're in Bristol, you're here.
Also, I don't want that to seem like I'm making up excuses or anything, because that's why
you still did well.
But like all of that stuff, like similar to like the back thing last week, I don't want that to be like a contributing factor, which is why I'll only ever mention anything that's happened on the podcast after the fact.
Yeah.
So it's not like,
please, guys, can you take this into consideration?
Like, but also, you're a human, and you're allowed to have like human error. You're allowed to have things that do happen, and I think anybody would be understanding of that if you had an off week, which you didn't, by the way. You didn't have an off week. You had a weird week because it was a weird challenge that you were given, but it was so entertaining. It's early in the competition, and you did it really well. Like, I was watching it like, oh my fucking God, he's doing that move from the actual movie. And also,
that's another thing.
It's an animation that you're copying the dance moves of. Like, humans, even the TikTok trend of that song, people do it at 2 times speed because it's hard to move your body that quick in time with like the thing. So the fact that you were doing it to a really good level, like I was so proud. It was amazing.
The thing, a lot of people were saying like, oh, that's so annoying they didn't do the actual dance, or like the dance from the film. There's things that are allowed and aren't allowed because dance moves are copyrighted.
Yes,
I don't know if you saw last week's episode where Alexis said doing that is copyrighted. So in one of the dances the pros have to do sort of that. Yeah. So for this
because of this. Yeah. Oh, because that's in a movie, isn't it?
Yeah. So for our dance we couldn't do like "You're my soda pop." That's copyrighted. So that's why we did like "You're my soda pop." And then we went, so that was just like a nod to it because that was as close to it as we could get.
Right.
So it's like kids and sort of people like love the movie and they love the like sort of dances that go with it. But yeah, it's just like a complete, you can't actually give exactly that.
Yeah.
Which is like frustrating. But
well, just as an FYI, I'm copywriting this.
I don't think anyone's taking that. Don't worry about it.
So if you do that, pay up. Pay up.
I don't think anyone's copywriting.
They are.
The whiplash.
And you owe me money. So get to sending. No, really fun though. So Ross went home. Sad. He seems so lovely.
He is. He's such a lovely man. Very happy, very just polite and like genuinely interested. So like I had many conversations where he was just actively like, I've never sort of been interested in social media. I've never done it. I've been told maybe I should do more stuff like that. But he was like, I've looked at some of your stuff. It's I love it. And she's like, I love the way that you work and sort of. It's just like very sweet. And it's just so weird to like put all these people from all different areas pushed together. Everybody then just somehow all gets on. Everybody's going through this process together, and then every week now it's just, oh, by the way, you're doing this without this person now.
Yeah,
it's quite.
When you did Inside, I imagine Inside. So it's very like Big Brother, where I imagine at points you're happy to see people go because like there's tension in a show like that. Whereas when it's a positive thing, like Strictly, it's just sad. Like like
not only is it like he's going, it's like I'm going. No, it's like you can see his progression,
and so that
it's sad to sort of. It's sad for him, not that he's just not in the competition, that he can't continue that progression. That's what I like, because they all say like you can teach anyone to dance, you just need time, and it's like, I would love to have just seen. Hey, maybe maybe we just don't score as dancers anymore. We just let him carry on and just see what would have happened. You know, like it would have been...
bless. That is really sad. Like when I did, so I was speaking about it with GK Barry. I did an episode of Performance Review with her when I went to go and do it. It is actually.
Heck yeah, go check out
Performance Review. Go and watch it with GK. And we said a similar thing.
I love how obvious your "who do you think this is" posts are.
So obvious every time. I even contemplated not blurring it out and just putting a question mark over her face because I was like, who cares? But we kind of said a similar thing of like, when she did I'm a Celeb and when I did it, it was such a positive experience where like you learn so much about yourself. And you know, it's difficult, but every time you get through a day, you feel so proud of yourself. Whoa. Sorry, someone just walked in. No, it's right. What the fuck? When you get to the end of a day and you feel so accomplished, in the same way that like you get to the end of a week and you're like, oh my God, look at how much work I put into it. Like, so hard being in that environment, even just for a few days, that you actually do get to sleep and you're like, do you know what? I feel proud of myself. And as people started to leave, I would sob. I would literally sob, because I'd be like, not only are they leaving me, you know, I've just met them. It's not like they're my family, and I'm like, but they don't get to carry on this experience where I am learning so much and I'm having so much fun with it. And it is just a bit sad, but what you learn is like, TV producers and stuff that work on stuff like that a lot, they're just like, yeah, that just has to happen. And it's like, I know, but it's so sad, it's so real to me. And they're like, I know, like, just keep going, it's fine, like, you're doing really well, but you know, that is that. Otherwise it would have no stakes. Like, the show would have no stakes.
TV's a cruel mistress.
It actually is.
Because Alexis said that when she was on So You Think, she was one of the other contestants was like one of her best friends from like a dance school. Like, they've been dancing forever with each other, and like the producers didn't know this until it got to like a certain week in the competition, and then after they found out the week after that, they were both in a dance off against each other. Loser goes
they
home.
Love to do a bit of that.
It's like,
what
the freak.
Always do that. And even like RuPaul's Drag Race, obviously, you know the show. There was two. I was listening to a podcast recently, and there was two queens on the American version that is like significantly larger than the UK version. It's like huge, and they pretended that they didn't know each other throughout, and that they just met there because they knew that if they told that story, the storyline would become, oh, okay then, and then they'd end up put up against each other, and they both made it all the way to the final before revealing that they knew each other prior.
That's good. I like that.
Because, you know, there's so many viewpoints that you can look at it. Like, both of us have only ever been contestants on these TV shows.
Yeah.
But when you are a producer, like, you really realize how intelligent TV producers are. Like, oh my God, they think of every single thing. They know how to make a moment like heart-wrenching or like difficult or stressful. Like, it's so clever, the psychology behind it all.
It is interesting. And I feel like that's part of the reason why I like sort of the YouTube space, because nothing seems forced or it all just seems very authentic,
organic,
and that's like just what happens. Like, for example, to use my housemate as an example, Chris, he's doing a lot of things recently where it's so it was like one person of every position competes for 10,000, like one person from every like a fan of every Premier League club competes for £10,000. They just go through like a series of challenges, and then afterwards it creates a storyline like throughout, and you get very invested. Yeah. And it's nice that it can be done that way, as opposed to him singling people out and being like, this will be good if this happened, let's make it happen.
Yes.
It's okay, this is what we were given, let's make a storyline. Like, it's that I much prefer.
I think that it's going more in that direction. Like, all of the like TV conversations or anything like that that I'm a part of are people now looking at the way that social media does it and being like, oh, like, that's actually really interesting, and the product is just as good, if not even like what Prime Video did with Last One Laughing. Yeah. That was like such a simple,
over a short period of time as well, which
2
is
days
not
of filming.
TV. That's
2 days of filming.
Bearing in mind, for my 2.5 minute VT, we did end of Monday, start of Tuesday, and like middle of Thursday.
Crazy.
For 2.5 minutes. They did 2 days but obviously it wasn't 2 full days of like filming for me, but to put it into context, like
a full
how
season
TV works,
it's crazy. TV takes so long, guys. Like obviously depending on what show you're watching. Like when I did I'm a Celeb, once I was in there, it was in there. The producers didn't come in and say like, oh, come on, like maybe occasionally they'd say stuff like if you went to the interview room, I'd be saying, oh my God, this reminded me of something that I do with my podcast or something. And they'd be like, oh, why don't you, like, such a body probably doesn't even know what podcasts are. Why don't you go and speak to her about it? Little things like that. But it wasn't like, okay, so now we're going to do this and it's going to be like this. And can you say it in this way? Maybe more like that way. It takes so long. So the fact that these big TV companies are now looking at social media is really interesting because we're making the content, baby.
It's quite funny because especially with like the results show recorded bits that go on like at the start of it, they need to be very sort of, I really don't want to go home this week. I really would like to make it through to the next thing. I don't know what I'd do. I really want my journey to carry on. Yeah. Like they keep saying like, okay, can we get this from you? Can we get this from you? I'm like, yeah, but like I'm very content in where I am. If I go home, it happened. Obviously I'm nervous, but at no point does it feel natural for me 100%. To look at a camera barrel and just go, I wouldn't like to go home this week. Yeah. So, I don't know if you saw last week's results show.
No, I didn't.
It was people sort of doing the classic lines. I've seen a clip of it on TikTok. Everyone's classic lines, and then it gets to me, and I'm like, yeah, I'd love to get through to movie week. And then it just gets cut and then moves on to the next. It's just quite funny.
It is hard, and you realise the people that have always worked in TV, like, they are so good at switching that on, or like knowing what the producer or like the show requires and being able to give it. Whereas you got a profile because of who you are, and like, or like that side of yourself that you show, which is basically just yourself. Yeah. So it's harder to tap into emotions that don't necessarily feel real.
Yeah, but I like that they seem to be leaning. I'm saying sort of TV as a whole and saying this is why I prefer this and that. I think strictly as a production, there's a reason why the people on it have been working on it for 20 plus years, because as a whole it is like just a well-oiled machine, and it's so just different to other shows in that it's just uplifting and happy.
So happy.
So everything just feels fun. Like nobody wants to go. So I think it's a nice sort of space to be in. I don't know where I was. They seem to be leaning into just not being so unbelievably professional, at least on socials. Like, for example, I don't know if you saw the edit of me in the first show in the background. They were just zooming in on me, like the camera cuts to me and I'm just chatting to Chris. Then like, so they just lent into that, and I was like, okay, they sort of get it, as opposed to sort of be like, cut it out, let's just like, this is where we're supposed to be looking, this is so I think they get me, which
they
is
do.
nice.
You can tell that they do, and it's just so exciting that you are having so much fun, because it is a very difficult show. When you told me that you were doing it or thinking about doing it, my first thought was, Jesus Christ, like, that is such a commitment. That is such a huge, not even the physical toll, but like the amount of time that you will be giving up for the show. It is a really great that it's such a positive experience, because if it was anything but, I think that would just be a nightmare. So
also, people of the show, like other contestants, love them so much. Got a message off Karen Cardy this morning, just really lovely words. And Vicky seems so lovely. Met my auntie and uncle who were there last night. And my auntie was telling my uncle off because he put 4 votes to me and 1 to Vicky, like the week before. So they told her that, and then they got a picture with her. It was just quite funny. Bless. But no, Vicky's lovely. Like, they're all just so lovely. Like, it's just such a nice atmosphere.
And do you know what? You'll always look back on this period as like such a, people call it afterwards the post reality show blues. Yeah. Where like you're in this bubble, and it means so much to your life.
It's literally like everything right now.
Yeah, it's
which if people watching are not interested in sort of strictly all like
well, then baby,
we apologise.
They tuned out about 40 minutes ago, George. Don't you worry, the real ones are still here.
It's just such an all-encompassing part of my life right
So
now.
fair.
There is very little else to talk about unless we need to talk about. Oh yeah, I'm lifting with my legs when I move my boxes around.
I did I'm a Celeb in January of this year. It still feels like it's left such a profound impact on my life that I bring it up at least once a week to someone, like because it is your, like, it's a TV show to everyone else, but it's your entire life for this period of time, and this is such a long period of time that you're going to be on this journey for, and such an enjoyable one that, like, why would it not be something that leaves such an impact on you? It's sad that it's going to end.
I do want to add more of my usual content in, which my YouTube stuff should be coming out soon, hopefully.
Oh really? The ones that you did ages ago?
Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting.
And then that felt loaded. And then
the ones you did
ages ago.
It was like months ago, surely.
Yeah, no, it was.
Yeah.
It's just taking a while, and I'm working on like 5 different ones.
It's so fair, George. You're literally tapping your toes every day.
Yeah, and also the videos, it's obviously I'm on a BBC show currently. I can't be posting
crazy,
like me just getting absolute fucking lit, and then just going straight back into a fucking waltz.
That's so true.
Oh, here's a fun thing. We filmed, so each week we film like little teaser bits for the next week. So like movie week teaser. I don't know if you saw that at the start of the results show for last
didn't
week.
watch that one.
Yeah, but so it was just like me and Lewis were the tour guides, and it was switching between loads of different people. I say it wasn't coming back to us loads, it was just our little bit, but they just filmed those little bits. We filmed a little teaser bit for Icons Week if we make it. Obviously they film it ahead of time, so it's just in case you make it.
Or is that the one after?
That's not next week, that's the one after.
Oh, so what does Icons Week mean? What does that mean?
That's like icons of the musical world.
Oh.
So bleep this to all heavens. Don't even show my goddamn mouth, and don't give away who it is. But I can tell you who I would can tell you who I would have for Icons Week if I were to get there.
Right, go on.
Because just as a caveat to this,
God,
I should make it
I'm on
very.
the edge of my seat.
I should make it very, very clear. Me knowing this isn't like unique to me, or doesn't mean that I'm through.
Everyone knows.
Shit.
Everyone knows.
Like everybody knows who their icon would be if they were to make it.
Yeah.
Mine, Max, is.
No way. That is so good. That is so. So what does that mean? Like that person's going to be there?
No, it means that
you're going to do a dance in homage to them.
Yeah, and like encompass them.
Really? That is sick. That's so good. Oh my God, that is perfect, by the way. That is literally perfect. I won't say another word because I'll probably fuck it up.
Yeah.
That's so good. Who would mine be?
So I'm happy.
What would my icon be if they had to pick someone that I could encompass? Elton John, maybe. Current day, Elton John.
I like the idea of you using the big glasses.
It probably would be Elton John, not going to lie.
Is it Taron Egerton that did the film? Was it Elton John film?
Oh, the... Yes. Yeah.
I can imagine you just get all that get up on.
And doesn't Elton John have a gap in his teeth?
Maybe. Oh my God, past you had a gap in your teeth.
They could just knock my fake teeth out.
Heck the funk, yeah.
That's crazy. Oh my gosh, so exciting. Oh, what a fun time. Like every time I watch it, because obviously, like I catch up with you once a week and see the stuff that you're posting on social media, but then to watch the show, it's like, oh my God, it's actually just so nice. And it's weird that you are in it still. Like even just then when you were talking, I was like... I almost just started laughing because I was like, we're literally just talking at length about like George going to dance rehearsal. It's like, what is going on? But it's so amazing, and I'm so glad that you are enjoying it as much as you are, because some people I think get in a bit over their head with it, and it can become quite stressful.
I mean,
but it looks like you're loving it.
Hopefully, I mean, it would still be the end towards the end of a crazy year, but I think it's going to be a wild way to cap off.
100%.
Like if I told you last year, like, oh, by the way, like, If I told you last year that I would be dancing to soda pop in a hip hop style, firstly you'd be like, "What's soda pop?"
Yeah, I would have been like, what?
In front of Cynthia Erivo, you'd be like,
That's mad.
"That is just
That is crazy." Oh, I love life. I love life. It is so wild, like the avenues that this job can go down. I feel so grateful that we kind of got into social media at a point where it was being recognized by mainstream. So then you get to have such cool opportunities like this as well. How fun.
just so silly." Also, met Claudia Winkleman's dog.
How was said dog?
Named Skip.
Skip. That's a good name.
He's a little King Cavalier Charles Spaniel.
Oh.
I can tell.
Slay King.
He is just the calmest. We on the rehearsal show. He was just sat on the sofa there. She'd go down and sit with him, and then it would sort of go to Tessa's bit, and she'd go, "Claude." She'll go, leave him alone, and then go sort of do the bits of everybody and sit back down with him. So me and Nikita would just sort of give him a little pet as he was just chilling without Claudia.
Oh, that seems amazing. I made a list of things to talk about because, as we know, I was not here last week because I went on. I mean, you know that I'm not really a very dramatic person. You know this to be true. Of course,
yeah. Very understated, very subtle.
100%. So I had an existential crisis, just mostly about how much time I was spending on my phone. I freaked out because...
Oh, yeah, social media... social media king.
Yeah, I lived in a jungle for a month and really enjoyed the fact that I was like what's it called? Disconnected from social media, all of the everyday stresses, everything, and made a pledge to myself that I would put in more personal time for me.
Yeah.
And slowly that kind of slipped away, had a massive freak out, realized I couldn't go for a poo without being on TikTok, and I thought, that's not good.
No.
That's not good.
That's against TOS as well.
Yeah. TOS obviously standing for toilet on site.
Terms of service, of course.
Yes, that's what I meant. So I freaked out and did what any reasonable, non-dramatic human would do and booked myself in a retreat that takes all your belongings off you and disconnects you from the outside world.
Sounds like a cult.
It might have been. Whilst I was there, it was giving cold, not going to lie.
You would be the first person on my list of people where I would say you could perceivably accidentally join a cult.
100%. 100%.
Closely followed by Arthur Hill, actually. I can imagine him
just
accidentally falling into one and then be like, "Oh, shit."
Do you know, I did something with Nella Rose like 2-3 months ago.
Cult
I can't
member,
remember.
Nella
No,
Rose?
it wasn't. But
Okay.
she told me, what was it? It was a shoot for something. Yeah, and she said that she joined a cult once. She didn't realize, and she was in a cult.
Wow.
She was in a cult, like one of the world's biggest cults. That's like a religious cult. She was in it and didn't know for like years, I think. I might be misquoted.
Is it like a subscription service? You just
No, it was it's like a religious ideology sort of thing that is like based on certain religions, but then they change certain things about it and then like project that to the masses, and then there'll be like certain rules in it, or you have to like pay to do certain things, and then
it is a subscription service.
I think so. She didn't go into too much detail about it. We'll have to get her on one time and ask her about it because that's mental.
Just that, and then go, right, thanks, Nella.
I hope I've not got it wrong, by the way, and she never said this because then I'm making up that Nella Rose was in a cult. But someone on that shoot, I can't remember, was in a cult. So interesting.
I would like to say on subscription services, by the way, actually, I don't know if this has happened to anyone else. I got a pop-up on my Netflix the other day saying, "Would you like you've used all your slots up or something? Do you want to use another account or like make it have the ability to use it on another device or something?"
Yeah.
I accidentally clicked yes. That was all I had to do to add a new direct debit to my account, adding more money. It was just a single click of a button, and I was like, "What?" And then I couldn't undo it from my TV.
Oh.
That was insane.
Wow.
It just popped up before I went on. The usual thing to do is just click because your profile's there.
Yeah.
And I just went, "Oh shit, what was that?" And then it just said, "You have now signed up to have it." I was like, "The fuck? How? That's insane."
These subscriptions, they be getting you.
That's not cool. Can somebody please comment down below, even if you're lying, that you did that as well?
No, it happened to me yesterday. I went on Netflix for the first time in a while on my TV, and it asked me that thing, and I said no. So I know that you're not lying.
But you can see how quickly it pops up, because it took a little while, and I was like, oh fuck, I've just spent money.
Yeah, that's a lot. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean for that to come across as blunt as it did. I made my sister made a list of things.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, actually, before you get into this.
Oh, go on.
Alexis was here last week. Have you noticed her?
I have noticed. I don't know why I've not asked about it. Did she do all of these?
Yes.
First of all, Alexis, I thought that you were a classy woman. There's a penis here.
No, it's not a penis, actually. It's her. I don't know what it is, but apparently her cousin was, like her little nephew or niece or cousin or something, was drawing something, and it turned out to look like a penis. But so she said
that's like a snowman with a cock.
What did she say she was drawing? Like a.
That's a penis.
Like a duck or something?
I hate to say it. That's a penis.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
You never hate to say that it's a penis.
I don't. That is very true. Never eat soggy waffles.
I honestly, she was just doodling. I don't even.
This is a picture. This is actually. I don't know why this is making me laugh so much. This is no, I'm teeing it up now to be really funny, and it's not. But I don't know why this is making me laugh. It's just a picture of grapes, and next to it says "Gurp." GURP. I don't know what. GURP. It's just funny that it's great, but it's spelled wrong, but it sounds kind of similar. I don't know why that's making me laugh.
Thanks for explaining that. That's good stuff.
And then this one, I needed this. You are enough. I needed that. So thank you, Alexis.
I'd say you are too much, actually.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that's all of the relevant ones that I've seen here.
It's all just a lot of nonsense.
Yeah. Whilst I was away, my sister wanted to make a list of things that happened in the world to tell me about when I got out. Mm-hmm. And it's a hilarious list because there only ended up being 2 things on it. First of which was Tiffany Pollard came out as non-binary and then retracted it because she didn't know what it meant. So she did it by accident.
Who's Tiffany Pollard?
I would pretty much let Gemma know that she is a fat cunt. Tiffany Pollard. New York. Tiffany New York Pollard. She was on Big Brother. You don't know who... George, I feel sick. Tiffany sick.
Pollard.
If I was in Strictly on Icons Week, that is the icon that I would dress up as and do whatever as. That would be my icon. You don't know who Tiffany Pollard is?
No.
I feel sick. And you met Cynthia Erivo before me.
I think I've seen
You met Cynthia Erivo before me and you don't know who Tiffany Pollard is. I know that those 2 things have no connection at all, but it actually pisses me off.
I think I've seen...
What do you mean you think you've seen the face of pop culture? I think I've seen her. You're a disgrace.
Why would I have seen her? And what, name me something.
Somebody lied to her several times and told her that she was fly, hot, sexy, and beautiful, but she is nothing like that. She is nothing of the sort. The shoes that she gave to me were not particularly something that I would buy myself. They were old maiden type of shoes.
Can I just ask you?
Break a leg. I don't want to fucking break a leg, bitch.
Can I ask you who you think I am and why at any point these... Just listen to the words and the manner in which they're coming out of your mouth and
George,
why...
You're currently on the gayest show of all time. You wore a purple wig and danced to Soda Pop whilst meeting Cynthia Erivo. Forgive me for assuming that you might know who Tiffany Pollard is.
This is a very new thing that's happened to me. Me dancing
3 weeks in.
dancing the campus dance known to man. But it doesn't mean my runner has then just come in with a full Bible of shit that I need to know to become gay.
Well then, I'm still, BBC, let's make that happen. Come on, what's going on? I'm offended. Anyway, that was the first thing on the list. Second thing on the list of 2 things. Gemma Collins is legally adopting Jedward.
What? No, she's not.
I repeat, Gemma Collins is legally adopting Jedward.
Sorry, anybody who... Oh, you clearly wouldn't have heard this. Maisie has just turned to Callum off camera and gone, Oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah, and just went back to her phone as if that is a normal thing. That's just.
So that's all the world news that I got when I returned to society.
That needs more explanation. What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know, but like it got announced, and then Gemma Collins was posting on the thing like, "Yes, my children."
Is that like? I mean, I guess you can't split them up, can you? You can't adopt one.
I don't think so.
As a package deal.
Yeah, I imagine it would be a package deal.
You
situation.
can't be like, oh, can I just get John?
True. Jedward, by the way, the best hype man in the world.
Cynthia Erivo is better.
Fair,
but you wouldn't know.
God, I knew that this day would come.
And she actually was, by the way. I was stood on the platform ready to go, and she was like, "George, you've got this!" And I was like, "Oh my God, Cynthia."
What, just before you were actually doing it live?
No, as in like on the second rehearsal.
No, before I did it live, she went. I feel sick. That you know Cynthia Erivo on a personal level. Other things that I wanted to discuss today.
Okay.
Seeing as how we're catching up, I had a week off. Celebrity Traitors is the best thing I've ever seen on television. Ever.
Spoke to Claudia about this. She said that she's very happy with how it's going down. She just hopes it carries on.
Oh,
so
it will.
do it for Claudia, guys.
Oh
do
my
it for
God.
Claudia.
I don't think there needs any encouragement. This is the best.
It looks very good.
This is the best television I've ever seen.
I've not actually had a chance to start watching it. I don't watch TV. I think I may start watching it.
George, you need to.
It's what I think. What I like about it, because I was the sort of concept of Traitors originally. I was like, it doesn't really make sense to me.
Yeah, we had a full argument about
but
it.
in terms of like it. The challenges didn't seem to make sense because they weren't actually needing to stop them from doing anything. Like, you didn't actually have to actively act like a traitor. You could have just.
But it's irrelevant. Irrelevant to the show.
But why though?
Because if you were to sabotage the challenges, then you're sabotaging the money for yourself.
No, but that's what I mean. Like, that's what I'm like. So what actively does the traitor do that's not any?
They kill people.
But how?
Every night they meet. However many traitors there are, usually 3, they decide, okay, one night you are getting murdered. George, I can't have a conversation with you about something that you know nothing about. No, you need to watch one episode and shut your stupid mouth. Watch one episode and you will fall in love with it and you'll be like, oh, I get it.
I get the celebrity version. I can't believe
you met Cynthia Erivo before.
I get the.
And you don't even know what trait is it?
No, I get the celebrity version. By the way, I knew that's what they did, but I was trying to get a confirmation because it seemed different. Because this time I've seen Alan Carr touching someone's face in order to kill them off.
You don't even know who Tiffany Pollard
so
is.
is that a new
you don't
thing
even watch Traitors and you met Cynthia Erivo.
Sometimes are normal.
Okay.
There's different ways.
Yeah.
So sometimes they might have to kill someone in plain sight, and they make different ways every season in which that is done. So in the past,
does everybody in the house know that is how?
No.
Okay.
No,
well, in that case, in my head, I'm like, right. Well, nobody has to look out for it. So there's no way of. No, but I get what you're saying, but I'm like,
watch it.
Can you let me speak? No! I feel like what I'm saying about what I originally didn't understand. I felt like I'm gonna go on to a different point about the celebrity one, but what I feel like I don't understand is when you're, because obviously in the main one everybody's so invested. It's about getting themselves money as opposed to money for charity.
Yes.
It's a very serious affair. There's no reason for anybody to act like a traitor because there's not actively a challenge where it's like, I'm going to sabotage this. The challenge seems to serve nothing but sort of building like a team energy, which, okay, cool, but then don't call it a challenge. But then it's like the killing people off. It's like, okay, then we'll just go for someone who obviously, like, you just, it's then just a guess. It's just, obviously it's a guessing game.
Have you ever played Mafia with friends?
Yeah.
And did you have a good time?
It depends on there's people play Mafia in different ways.
Oh,
but,
George, I'm gonna shoot you.
But
what?
But the thing with Mafia is there's different roles. There's a medic who can save someone.
They get shields,
so
they save themselves. George,
they get shields so they save themselves.
George, I'm gonna need you to watch an episode.
I'm gonna need you. They get shields, but that's a different concept as well because the shields save themselves. It's not somebody going, "Oh, I gave them that." So
you can give your shields to other people. I'm just saying shit now. I don't know. I think that's happened before. I think that has happened before.
It feels like it. Let me explain what I'm saying.
I'm letting you.
It felt like there was a level missing for it to be a TV show.
I get it. Just watch one episode.
But then now the celeb one makes much more sense to me because it seems that it's not tension. It's like
there's so much tension. It is no. But I'm saying it's not still solely, they are still tense.
Yeah, I get it, but it's not solely built off tension and like everything's just like, oh my god, like it seems to be there's like an entertainment factor to it as well, where it's like where Jonathan was like, oh, do you want to say a few words?
Yeah.
And it's like if they said that in the normal one, it'd be like, what, they're fucking throwing me under the bus. There's
a lighter energy to it due to the fact that the like a lot of the people that go on the civilian season, they need the money for medical reasons or for their family.
Season, by the way, that was a
isn't that what they call it? I swear that's what they call shows, like civilian season celebrity.
I don't know.
Maybe I've just made that up. I don't fucking know. They call Big Brother civilian Big Brother. Anyway, shut up. And yeah, they have like real life stakes, whereas the celebrities, I imagine, are getting a good fee to go on, and they already have careers, whatever. But it's so good, and I need you to watch it.
No, I know I shouldn't have as strong an opinion on it without actually watching it, but in my head, I need a reason to go and watch it, and people explain it's like, oh, but someone's a traitor and they kill people off. But then if the traitors get voted off, a new traitor comes in. You're like, all right, then what's the fucking point of the traitor?
Well, just like yesterday when you had that wig on, your head is wrong.
What?
I tried to do something intelligent. I tried. Oh, I'll just fucking shoot myself there.
But that's what
You would love it. You would love it. It is so good. And also the cast. I do not think that there has been a better cast for a show ever than this show. What? What do you mean bit cruel? How is that cruel? What?
Literally a cast member on a show currently.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's Stephen Fry, Alan Carr, Jonathan Ross, Paloma Faith, Kat Burns, Queen. So everyone who's amazing in the world. And yeah, you're great, and I like you personally. Celeb Traitors better lineup in my humble opinion. I'm so sorry. Sorry, George.
That's fucking cool, man.
Whereas I'm a Celebrity Australia season 11. Nothing will ever top that. Nothing would ever top that. Everyone's saying it. So I don't know what TV in general is going to do after that, because nothing will top it.
I feel like people are going to try and come up my ass for hating on traitors. I'm not hating on it.
You're not hating on it. We've had this conversation on the podcast before. I've seen. What
I will say is, I've seen people online say a similar thing.
What, you in like little weird Reddit groups where you're like, guys, anybody else not understand a show that they've never watched?
No,
like, can we all just wank each other off and talk about it? Like,
no.
Oh.
People actively watch the show. Like, it's hard to. I've seen people say it's hard to get involved in it when if the traitors go, a new one will come in anyway, so it's not like a big deal.
But you don't know that. That hasn't happened enough to where I don't know. It does happen. But
see, I like the way that I'm so thankful, by the way, that Maisie is sat there, because in rebuttal to any point I make, you will just bullshit,
guys,
and then Maisie will go. Maisie will go. No, do you know what? You're right with that one.
No, Traitors. It's done in a way that it is. I've only ever seen it in one season of Traitors, where it got down to what one person was left as a traitor, and they didn't want it to be only one, and they had a bit more in the season to go, and they got to pick whoever, and they had no choice whether they accepted becoming a traitor or not. It was either leave the show or become a traitor, and I thought, that's a bit silly. That was on one of the American seasons. But other than that, it doesn't seem... So it is so good. Like, and Claudia Winkleman, obviously you see her presenting skill on Strictly, but what she does on Traitors is so... Like, you get chills when she's speaking. Like, it's amazing. So if there's one thing that you can do with this one day that you have between, like, dancing and doing all your shit, just watch the first episode of Celeb Traitors. It's better to watch a normal one first than this, but if that's going to be your gateway, after years of trying to get you to watch Traitors, I am at peace with the fact that Celeb Traitors can be your gateway.
I also just actively don't watch TV.
I know you don't, but please make an exception. Please.
No, I will do.
I believe.
Just because my mate's on it.
Who?
Claudia.
Ah, yeah, of course. She's on every season.
Oh yeah, fuck.
My mate's on it, Kat Burns. She's literally like, and I don't know how I can say a spoiler for what we're currently up to. You know that she's a traitor.
Yeah.
iconic. Like, bear in mind, I went on holiday with Kat this summer to Ibiza. She would not tell me a word because you know I asked. Look at me. And the fact that, like, have you ever met Kat?
No.
To know her is, she's one of those people where it's like, to know her is to love her. Like, I've never heard one soul say a bad word about her. Like, her entire energy is so calming and lovely and delightful, and she's so talented, but she's not in your face about it. So the fact that Claudia picked her to be a traitor makes such perfect sense, but I would never think to do it. I would never look at that cast and be like, oh, Kat.
Yeah.
Because she's so nice that it wouldn't like align, but she's so intelligent. Like, oh my God, she did a little private screening for the first episode, and I did think, like, why is she doing, because obviously if you're on a show, you're going to be proud of it, you filmed it a while ago, whatever, and I understand. And then, because at first I think it was just going to be a screening at her house, and then it turned into like she booked out like a cinema in a hotel, and I was like, this first episode seems important to her. Like, you know, she's obviously not going home first, or she is going home in the first episode, or she might be a traitor. And I got there and the room erupted, like, and she was just sat there like, and I was like, oh my God. I think that she has everything that it takes to win it, 100%. And let me know what you think next week when you have watched it, and we can talk about it.
I will try and find some time to watch. Yaz has been trying to get me to watch as well.
Oh, of course she watches it. Oh my God. Like, yeah, you need to sort your life out.
I've seen the Alan Carr memes and I find them so, they are funny.
Bear in mind how tense a normal season is due to the reasons that you pointed out of like the high stakes, and it, you know, this is a lot of people's like main chance at doing something like that. So the fact that it was given to Alan Carr, who seems completely incapable of like shielding any emotions or concealing the truth, like, it's so funny and entertaining to watch. Oh my God, I love it. Look at me lighting up just thinking about it. Alan Carr, absolute legend. Been on our podcast twice. He's not been on our podcast twice.
No, been on once.
Been on our podcast once. Legend. Also, Halloween is approaching. Just wanted to speak about that. We're going to be doing a Halloween episode of the podcast. Not next week, the one after.
Hopefully I'll be doing a Halloween episode of
Strictly.
Yeah, but
of course.
that's the annoying thing, is that's obviously Saturday. Can't do anything Friday night because of it. So that outside of the podcast and that'll be my Halloween, I think.
Do you usually do much?
But go to like a party or something.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's when you. Oh yeah, you.
But that's what I'm quite thankful for, is I now don't have to think too far into an outfit. I'll wear an outfit for the podcast, but I can't now fall back on, I fell off a line bike last year, let's just go as that, because that's quite funny. Yeah. I can't then go as me last year, which was me dressing up as me the year before.
Well, without giving anything away,
Are you dressing as me?
No. I put a lot of effort into my Halloween outfit this year, and I think it's going to be my best one yet. Just saying. I'm
worried that you've said. I'm going to make. There's one thing that I made a prediction in my that's just popped into my head. You have said numerous times that you and Yaz are very similar. Last time you dressed up as a woman. I'm scared that you're going to dress up as Yaz.
No, I'll relieve your fears. I'm not dressing up as Yaz. Also, I don't know how I would do that. That would just be the biggest insult. Can you imagine me just with a wig on and shit makeup? Yaz, guess who I am?
Why shit makeup? What the fuck?
No, because I wouldn't be able to. Yeah, me just looking really like butch, me like, like, guess who I am? Yes, look familiar. Oh yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
Either that, or are you gonna dress as Evie? Like,
I just want you to remember that you thought I was gonna dress as Yaz. When you see what I actually am, just remember that, because that's really funny. Do you know? I think you do know.
No,
right, okay.
I don't want to know.
Yeah, fair.
I'm just thinking of ideas.
If you need anything specific, you need to let me know. Like to dress as
Yaz.
I'll kind of give you hints, we'll see.
Yeah.
So I was thinking Yaz, Cynthia Erivo.
Yeah, I'm going to do blackface, George. I'm going to dress as Cynthia Erivo.
I don't know why I said that. in my head, I was like,
that's ruined.
In my head, I was trying to pick names, and I was like, in my head, I went, Sipru, but no, you can't do that, Evie. So, but then I just said to Arivo and said, Yaz, Evie.
They were my 2 options. Well, that's that done. Surprise ruined.
Yaz, Evie. What else would you dress up as?
You will never guess it, I don't think. But yeah, it's really good.
Is it from fiction or life?
It's from fiction, but also, in my opinion, life as well. I gave you nothing there, and I'm going to continue giving you nothing. Because you are the sort of person that actually guesses things, so I don't want you to. So I'm not going to allow that to happen.
Okay.
But yeah, so that'll be not next episode, the one after.
Are you going to dress as the Halloween costume that Lindsay Lohan was in Mean Girls?
No,
that'd be a good one.
I just look like
because
me
because then I know you do in Girl
Stop
World.
thinking I'm going to dress as like an attractive human woman because I can't.
She was dressed as a zombie bride.
Yeah, but I would just look like Max as a zombie bride. I wouldn't look like Lindsay Lohan as the zombie bride.
I don't know. I thought you'd just think it'd be good for a TikTok because you can just do the in Girl World. Halloween's the one night a year. Right?
Well, maybe I'm gonna be doing a lot more than that. You just wait.
Are you gonna be Alexis?
Yes. I'm
as
going.
Ruby?
Yes. Yeah. You've called me.
Just keep finding people dressing up as other people.
Yeah. So very exciting.
God, I really want to just figure this out and ruin it.
Yeah. No, it's not gonna happen. We're gonna end the episode before you do. Ending the episode before you do. Right, well, thank you so much, George. It's lovely to see you, George.
When I see you, will I know what you are?
Yes. 100%. Yeah. You've got 2 weeks. Hold your horses. Just you wait.
I really want to just pluck them out of the air.
Well done on your Strictly
Are you going to be a
Journey.
Magikarp?
Oh my God, that would be so good. That would have been a great one.
Just flopping on the desk.
That would have been great. No, I'm not.
Claudia Winkleman.
That's. I see so many people doing that.
Yeah, that's
though.
very overdone.
And it's also really easy, so it's not like this is my
Winkleman's
most
easy,
adventurous.
is she?
No, you just put on it's a black wig, heavy eye makeup, and orange foundation. That's what everyone does. She's done multiple interviews saying that like the color of her foundation is literally orange, and she loves it. So shut up, right? The fact you didn't even say anything, I'm like, shut up. Thank you so much for watching / listening to the Useless Hotline. If you would like to subscribe, do whatever else to us, just give us a cuddle if you see us in the street.
Are you going to dress up as yourself? Well, are you going to dress up as what I see here when you're not there, and it's just going to be the background, and it's going to look like I can't see you?
George, I don't even know what that means. So, also, can I just say, whilst I was on my retreat, our tour tickets went live. So I actually missed that, but you didn't even notice because I had people posting for me, specifically Maisie.
It turns out that people from London and Newcastle also missed that. Buy the tickets, idiots!
Yeah, we've only got... Bear in mind, guys, this is twice the size of our last tour, and it's basically all sold out, which is absolutely mental. Like, if you would have told me this a few weeks ago, I would not have believed you, because I have little to no faith in myself at all times. But we have really done well with the ticket sales. It's going to be an amazing tour. The only shows that have any tickets left are London and Newcastle.
Hey-o.
I think we're starting the tour in Newcastle? No. Okay, so we're not doing that.
We're doing a show in Newcastle.
Yes, we are at some point. And then we are ending the tour in London. I believe Newcastle has a really limited amount of tickets left, and London has like maybe 100, 200, something like that. I don't fucking know. But either way, the London show is going to be the big grand...
Why how many tickets are left?
Yeah,
why would that matter to them?
Fair. Yeah, there's 3,000 tickets left. But London is going to be our big grand finale. It's our biggest venue. So expect some fun things if you get tickets to that one. Let's just say that. Ew! goodbye. Thank you for listening. Subscribe, do whatever. Give us a thumbs up and give yourself a thumbs down if you've not got tickets to our tour, because you don't deserve happiness in your life. Well done, George. We'll see you next week on Strictly Recap Useless Hotline Show.
Hey, yo, it takes...
This is It Takes Three.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just the two of us is not enough.
Very fair. Very fair. Bye.